Hello, everybody, and welcome to Got a Problem, Mate.
Hello.
Good hello isn't anything.
No, I was just trying to make new.
Listen, we're going to have different listeners today.
Oh, yeah. We've got to be on our A game for Angelone.
You need to be on your A game for Angelone.
Yeah.
Welcome, everybody. This is the podcast where we solve each other's problems, our guests' problems, and a listener's problem. That's right. You can email in at gotaproblemmate@gmail.com. But I've also linked that to my new LinkedIn account, so I'm mainly getting job stuff. LinkedIn.
My name's Joey Page. I'm one of the co-hosts of this fine vessel. This is my co-pilot, Bilal.
Hello, everybody. Award-winning. I won a joe.co.uk online award in 2020. That's the last award.
I was King Conker runner-up in a Conker competition at Boy Cub Scouts.
No way you were King Conker.
I was runner-up. I've got it in my mum and dad's loft somewhere.
Yeah?
Anyway.
Bring it in, man.
Big news. I've just started my tour. If you'd like to come and see me, please go onto my Instagram and see all the dates that I'm doing. I did my first one this week and it was really good. So I'd love you to come and see it. And please come. Thank you.
I got a show in Maidenhead.
Nah.
Sometime.
Leave it.
Oh, it won't. No, by the time this is out.
Okay. Forget that.
So
today's episode, I'm going to talk about the IRA.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but yeah.
I've got a story about when I met the IRA.
Okay, that's on you.
Yeah. We're going to talk about Vittorio being extra prolific and how he makes the internet work so well for himself.
And just a general nice catch up with him. He's a lovely lad.
Yeah.
He's got a great moustache on him now. I don't know if
and
you
he's
know
promised
about
to bring us cookies.
There's going to be cookies.
Okay. I'm going to eat a cookie live on the show today. That's happening.
Cookies, chat, bantering.
IRA. Join us. It's right now. Danny Wallace is a polymath raconteur, and at one point I thought he was going to become the nation's sweetheart, but he just sort of stayed in his Radio X show and collected the easy money instead of pushing to be the next host of The Wall or Tipping Point. He has a brilliant new book out, which his website says is available for pre-order. But it turns out it's actually out, so I haven't read it. Suffice to say, though, it is brilliant. It's called Somebody Told Me. It's about misinformation. Please welcome today's guest, Danny Wallace.
See, that's a problem.
What?
Because people might have it on autoplay.
No, but they've seen the clapping and they know it's different.
They might have just heard it, though. They don't
seen
know
the clapping.
happening.
Exactly, they've heard it.
No, all right, I'll do today's proper intro.
I could host The Wall.
You could host The Wall.
I'd be good at that, I think.
Okay, today's guest is one of the hottest properties in stand-up comedy. He's from Northern Ireland, and we must get that bit right.
We had a meeting. We must get that right.
Make sure we say the right island, because they get very particular about that.
I mean, my preference would be Ireland.
Yeah? He's Irish.
Right.
Yeah?
We must get that right.
He's got a top podcast with his other Irish friend, Michael Rice.
Yeah.
He's on tour.
Yeah.
He's just done Edinburgh, where he improvises the whole show every single night, which makes me so furious as a comedian that can't do that. He's quite good at football as well. There's not really much this guy can't do.
Cricket.
Apart from agree to come on this podcast earlier than he has. He's here today, though, and it's Vittorio Angelone. Oh, also, in brackets, I'm going to use this episode of the podcast to try and become better friends with him, because he's in a cool gang of comedians that I think I'm too old to be in, but would like to be in.
Am I? I don't think I'm in any group of anyone.
You're in a group,
you're
mate.
Michael and you're Horatio. And
you're in a group, mate.
Nice.
The white boy podcasters
yeah.
of London.
and Ed Knight and
I saw Ed last
and,
night. Yeah.
Today's guest, everybody.
But they all lived together in Edinburgh, and I didn't live with them.
Oh.
But I just stayed with my auntie and uncle. That's why it was a purely fiscal decision.
I thought you were going to say you'd done so well on your tour that you just got a really sweet
I'm in a penthouse for the whole of the
but with your auntie and uncle.
Yeah.
Today's guest, everybody. We chatted for the first time, I think, in 2020.
Boring.
When I... No! We can't start doing that. If we start doing that, if you've introduced that to the intros, how are we going to exist going forward?
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
My goodness. This is terrible now.
The problem
What's
is
happened?
It's going to happen again.
Now it's going to happen every week.
It's going to happen again.
I'm going to do it next time.
Yeah. You won't remember next time.
Did you do Scout's Honour for the listener?
Oh,
Joey
that
did
was.
Scout's Honour. Funny to do like a
No.
but like with the scouts
With
thing.
the scouts.
Is that allowed?
That could be our gang sign. Put 3 fingers in.
A Nazi salute with
45
a scout's honor on it.
So you think he's in a gang because he hangs out with some other comedians you like, and
No,
now you want to do a
they're
gang
all
sign?
Cool. They're all cool, and I
Are
want
they?
to be relevant and cool. And they're
Right.
nice guys individually.
Mm.
You know?
But as a group, we're
No,
threatening.
yeah, but I'd like to be in.
Vittorio Angelone, everybody.
I feel
that
like
your
we
whole
missed.
That was my intro. I can't, man.
Okay.
I can't keep going back and reading a Wikipedia thing or whatever.
Do I have a
you
Wikipedia?
can't. No, you don't. You can't speak Italian. It says on Google.
Yeah, that's true.
So there's that.
Yeah.
That was going to be in my intro. Welcome. Thank you very much for coming.
Well, nobody here can speak Italian, surely.
Kays?
Oh, hang on.
No, okay. Elliot?
Of course not.
No.
I do have to say something quickly. Which
Wait, what was your favourite intro?
Oh, right.
Ryan does a scoreboard on.
Bilal really gave up on that
Yeah.
in the middle. You derailed him.
Yeah,
A
that was
little bit.
mean.
But I respected the mischief, so I'm going Joey.
You know what? I didn't want you on this podcast.
I had to fight to get him on here.
I do want to say quickly,
Yeah.
I came in a lot earlier than you today, right?
Yes, I got things on.
And someone upstairs.
What did you have on?
So it was me here for a while. I came downstairs. Elliot came in. Elliot asked if we were here yet, and Elliot was
So close
told.
to doing it again.
Elliot was told, "Oh, only Joey's here."
Oh,
They thought I was you.
oh. What? Someone upstairs thinks you're me.
Yeah,
We have this
Wow.
problem on our podcast.
yeah, but we shouldn't
people
have
can't
it.
tell the
We shouldn't
difference.
have it, should we?
People can't tell the
What are you,
difference
two
between us.
Irish guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. But
I think it just happens. You know, like dogs that look like their owners?
Yeah.
Podcasts that look like their co-hosts?
Oh,
Oh, I'd love to see you with your similar length hair to me. Imagine you with long hair.
Has that ever happened? Have you ever had long hair?
So Bilal's not been having
No, no,
breakfast.
no.
That's what I've got in the notes here.
That's
why have
new.
you put that in the
I
notes?
don't know because
I've had 2 breakfasts
What do
today.
you have?
I had a ham, cheese, and leek quiche from Gales, and then I had a southern fried chicken roll as well
breakfast?
from Tesco. Yeah.
oh,
What's
you're
wrong
dying.
with any of that?
That's
It's egg.
yeah. Well,
I probably just had a very early lunch.
yeah, very early.
I had like
lunch.
40 minutes.
Did you get up
between-
early?
No, I'm more like probably an 8:45 guy.
Mm.
Does that feel early for comedians?
No, that's good. That's a good time.
That's
I think
all right.
Optimum.
It's okay because it's not. I'm not like 7 a.m. That's crazy because we're gigging at night time.
Yeah.
But yeah, like 8:30 is what I aim for, but it tends to be 8:45.
Yeah.
I would say.
I mean, I get up. I'm at 8:30.
Hmm.
Yeah. You're a slob.
7 today.
Oh.
Yeah.
What happens?
What was
No,
going on?
Nightmares
night
again.
terrors.
Early morning terrors. You're the only one
PTSD.
getting them at 6:30.
But
It's ideal.
I do you have night terrors?
No, not really.
I
no.
do.
Do
They're
you?
so
Oh,
mad.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
I'm sorry
I've
for
said
joking about them.
No, it's okay.
I've said this on here before, and I'm still not prepared to name who it was, but I shared a room with a very good comedian friend of mine, and he had night terrors because in the night he went, "No, Daddy, no!" That's bad, isn't it?
Uh-oh.
We could probably figure out who that is.
No, you'll never.
What
work
are your
out.
night
But
terrors like?
that was just their fringe show title. My night terrors. I'm not sure, but if I go to sleep on my back, it's happening. Like
Oh,
I
yeah.
am waking up screaming and unable to move.
Oh, sleep paralysis.
Yeah, I get
I've had that before.
Yeah.
It's awful. Mm.
I don't think you can get into the Paralympics with it though.
Right. That's unfortunate.
It is a type of paralysis. I asked. They were
but
like,
but you'd have to do the event whilst asleep.
Yeah, that's the
I'm
problem.
the
seeing,
deal.
I'm seeing a demon.
Which you could do like the toboggan.
Yeah, I could do luge. Sleep paralysis luge. That's the
Bilal?
Winter Paralympics. Is there a Winter Paralympics?
Yeah.
No
must be.
idea, man.
Seems
You
unsafe.
would think so.
I would have thought so. Seems unsafe. Only because I think skiing is really, really disastrous.
Yeah. And if you had no legs,
A lot of them are all disastrous. They could all potentially be disastrous.
Yeah.
that's the beauty of sport.
That's
It's the beauty of
Paralympics.
sport. Bilal, it's time for Vet the Guest.
We have a feature called Vet the Guest where we check if you're appropriate for the podcast because you might not be. And this
Okay.
could have all been a waste of time.
Was I supposed to bring a DBS?
Yes.
This is sort of it.
Okay.
It's like personality type questions.
Okay.
6 questions. It will tell us a lot about you. Please be honest because Joey can tell if someone's lying to him
Yeah.
because he's been lied to a lot
Yeah.
in his personal. We don't.
I've got no trust left.
Yeah.
Question
that
1.
adds up.
What are you cooking these days then?
Most recently or just generally?
These days,
These
then.
days then.
My go-to is a risotto.
Oh, is it?
It's labor
Oh, yeah.
intensive, but I find
How
it's
you
worth
make
Which
it.
is
that,
also
then?
known as rice for cunts.
My God.
It's like rice with anxiety. You have to spend time with it. You can't leave. It's rice with separation anxiety. You've
How
got
do
to
you-
be right there with it the whole time.
How do you do it? I don't think I've made risotto before.
So you,
A lot of bloody water.
the most recent one was butternut squash risotto,
Mm.
and you kind of just fucking loads of butter, and then you kind of toast the rice. Well, you put some onions in, fry them a bit, put in the rice, toast them until the edges of the rice are like translucent,
Mm-hmm.
and then once it kind of that happens, then you put in white wine or white wine vinegar, depending on your preference. I would tend to go for white wine vinegar. I don't really know why, but I just do. Because I don't want to buy, like I don't drink white wine, so we just don't have white wine.
Put
And
white wine in.
you like to end the evening with a bath and a glass of white wine vinegar.
I drink all the white wine.
You just put Fanta in if you've got that.
I don't know if you could. It's just about deglazing the pan, because sometimes when you're toasting the rice, it gets a little bit
of
sticky.
course.
So you do that, and then once that's all evaporated, you gradually add a ladle full of stock at a time and stir that until it soaks all up into the rice, and then you add another ladle full, stir. But you just have to be at the
Yeah.
pan for like 30 to 40 minutes, maybe.
Wow.
And keep doing that, and then you add in some
Bilal
chilies
only
again.
cooks if it involves a slow air fryer.
Air fryer, slow cooker.
Yeah,
Air
they're the only
fryer,
two
or
things he
you
knows
just
how to
gotta
use.
leave it
Yeah.
alone.
Either one.
Air fryer's
Man.
got more jeopardy to leaving it alone, but a slow cooker is good. You ever do pulled pork?
Are
you allowed pork?
He's Muslim.
You're not allowed pork.
Excuse me.
You're not allowed
He's a
pork.
devout Muslim.
He's a devout
We
Muslim.
were talking about how the word before. We were talking about how the
That's
word
why he can't.
devout.
That's why he can't eat breakfast, because he's a Muslim.
He thinks that.
He
He thinks that's a
does. He kind of microdoses Ramadan every day.
Yeah,
Good.
it's good. You can put that in your set.
I was gonna ask, see if you wake up at 7 and you're not having breakfast. Surely that's a lot of time to do fuck all.
But that was only today. Why was you up at 7 today? When I get to the
Did
bottom.
you
Podcast.
walk? Did you walk here?
No, not podcast.
Podcast.
What work have you done for this today?
Vet the guest.
Yeah, but that didn't take you.
Excuse
take
me.
you
What you
3
cooking
hours.
these days? I had to go through his entire history, or entire life, everything I could find about him.
Yeah.
I had to find all his family members on Instagram.
Well, it feels like you've been listening to David O'Doherty's new podcast. What did you do yesterday?
It's a good podcast to be
What
fair.
you cooking these days is very similar.
Question 2: is there a snack that you find too addictive and have to avoid?
Sometimes I'll buy, like I'm always very tempted by packets of cookies at Tesco and Sainsbury's, which is kind of evidenced by the packet
Wow.
of cookies that I've brought with me today.
So basically, did you bring them in so that we could
No,
enable you to eat cookies?
I like that it's an excuse and it
Yeah.
makes me look very nice to be like, I brought cookies, but I know I'm going to
Yeah,
have a
yeah.
nice tasty cookie, and that's so
Right.
great. And it's also just helped because I would have, if I'd
Eaten all
bought
of
that,
them, yeah?
I would have eaten all of those.
Yeah.
And sometimes I think some level of that compulsion, some of it gets out of my system just by buying it. So I will occasionally buy a packet of cookies and then just put them in the bin because I'm trying to eat healthy. But I need to buy them.
yeah.
You put in the whole bag
I
in
need
the
to
bin
buy
without opening them.
I
need
did
to
that
buy
with
them.
crack. Just buy it and put it straight in the bin.
He doesn't put it in the bin. He goes back in the bin. Question 3: remember Soccerettes?
No.
They were on Soccer AM.
Is this like scantily clad women playing football? That's what it sounds
They just
like.
wore football shirts.
Ah.
That was it.
My friend Rory ha-
with two big men up top.
Two big men up top.
He's in a bad mood. He's in a very cheeky mood today.
Mm.
Sorry, what about Rory?
My friend Rory had a theory that all women in football shirts are hot except when they're not.
Rory, we should get him on here.
Yeah, well, you don't know what he does. He could be a bin man.
What's he do?
I think he works in radio.
Yeah, he's perfect. Give us some advice. Question 4. I like this question a lot. If you're a football fan, Celtic man, of course.
Oh,
I know.
you've been up since 7 rewriting this same question. That you
Yeah,
do
I had
every
to
other
look up
week.
his. If you're a footballer,
should know the
what would
answer to
your
this.
goal celebration be?
I think the
the scout salute.
scout Nazi salute.
Right, we had someone else come in here and say a Nazi salute.
Who?
Erling Haaland.
Yeah. So that would be your. So if you score against Rangers,
Scout
Playing for
Nazi
Celtic,
salute.
you do a Nazi salute, and then what happens?
The Rangers fans probably do it
Applaud.
back. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
They're
So that's not right.
like the respect. It's like Declan Rice
Respect,
against
yeah.
Declan Rice against Ireland. Just
Yeah.
game's gone when you're doing that in an international.
Yeah.
You're doing
The game's gone when you're allowed to switch allegiances.
That was my plan when I was younger. I was going to play for Northern Ireland, and then when I got better, I was going to play for Republic of Ireland. And then when I got really good, I'd play for Italy.
Right.
And my dad was like, "No, I mean, I think he just kind of didn't tell me because he was like, there's no chance this cunt's going to be a footballer."
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
But you're not allowed, right? You have to if you
he
play a
played
game.
competitively.
Yeah.
Declan Rice played 3 games for Ireland, just friendlies.
Oh, they were just friends.
Oh, is that the whole thing? So if
That's the
Martin
loophole.
O'Neill played him in a competitive game, even for a minute,
Yeah,
he'd be Irish.
yeah. Martin O'Neill fucked that.
I think he did try.
Yeah.
Question
Declan Rice was like, "No, I might be good."
Question 5. What's the best dog breed and why?
I probably should, like, my family have a Cavachon.
What the hell is that?
It's
Shall I
a,
show you, Bilal?
Yeah,
it's a
we'll
King
get it
Ch-
up on the screen. And audio listeners, please Google Cavachon. French dog.
Cavachon. It's half King Charles Cavalier, half Bichon Frise.
Oh,
Excuse me.
one of these little ones.
Very cute little fluffy thing.
Ah,
Looks a
yeah.
bit like a Shih Tzu, but less. The
like
hair
a
doesn't
little
get quite so
teddy.
weird.
Like a cross between a Shih Tzu and Boris Johnson.
That's an interesting way to.
Well, the picture that I've got here,
Is it a blonde one?
this little middle guy here.
Yeah. I can see that. So, but then what I really like having, my partner dog sits quite a lot, and I will like go stay when I'm back from tour and stuff. And we were looking after 2 Italian Spinonis, and they're great dogs. They're big, sad looking dogs,
Oh.
and they're just very gentle,
Got big Italians.
very slobbery. That's the only problem.
Yeah, it's
really,
like
with the
me if I was a
Spinonis.
dog.
Big.
That does look like Joey. If that had a hat on,
Yeah, that's a Joey dog. Yeah. If you put a cap on a Spinoni,
Yeah,
that's your new opener.
yeah.
I know what you're thinking.
I'm gonna
Somebody's
have to,
put a
I'm gonna have
cap
to
on.
take a picture of that dog with me to every gig.
No,
I got out of the props game a long time ago. I'm not
Somebody's
willing to
putting-
revisit.
you're going to
Somebody's
say, I know
putting-
what you're thinking. Spinone Italiano's let himself go. Question 6, final question. You can't say
6
anything
today?
these days, can you?
No.
All right, perfect. Vittorio, congratulations. You scored 4,300 points on Vet the Guest.
Wow.
That's very high, and
That
you
is-
can stay on the podcast. Thank you for coming. I like your moustache, by the way. You didn't used to have that.
No.
It suits him.
Imagine on the one show. Imagine them
Jermaine
using that
Genius
line
saying
of
that.
questioning. Well, not anymore.
Jermaine Gina said worse
Naughty
stuff
boy.
than that.
Not
Coin,
anymore.
coin. I sent you that
Oh,
video.
yeah, coin.
Did you see that video?
No, what's coin?
He said he did a video where he said sometimes you got to secure the coin, and then he says
And
only
he was going,
certain,
coin,
and then he goes coin, and he goes only certain man understand, getting the coin, or
Getting
whatever.
the coin in
Securing the coin.
securing the coin like that.
Did
Is that
you
not how you
see,
feel about gigs when
did
you
you
get a
see-
gig? Securing the coin.
Yeah, that's the big vibe, isn't it?
Last
John
night, mate.
Kearns had a bit about Jermaine Genius in his
Did he?
show that's just come out as a special on Sky. It's so
Ah.
funny.
Oh, I haven't
I've
seen
got
it
a
yet.
line about him, but I haven't got a bit.
He,
But, yeah.
he and it was like from a couple of years, so it's all pre the scandal and everything.
Of course.
And he did a tweet that was like, "This has got a bit about Jermaine Genius. Lesson learned: only write about the dead." And I just think that's so funny. I'm not motivated by the coin, unlike Jermaine Genius. I'm so like just I don't care about money at all.
Mm.
Does that resonate at all?
Uh,
Like I hated being like really skint broke,
Yeah.
where like every single expense was like a real
you have to think
decision and a
about it.
real like panic.
Mm.
Once I got like even slightly out of that,
Yeah.
where
I
it
don't
was
really
like-
know what to do with any spare money.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I just buy more jackets, which I don't need. Got about 400 jackets.
He's
now.
got a lot of jackets. This guy.
Big jacket guy.
Yeah. There's a new
Mm.
one there.
That's
I just
new.
bought 2 new ones. as
Where's
well
it
this
from?
week. MC overalls.
Tempting coming here. You're walking past a Uniqlo every day.
Oh yeah, I can't go in there. I won't allow it.
Uniqlo's great.
What I do is make sure I'm running late enough that I have to come straight here.
Yeah. Can't be tempted in by
Yeah.
those Korean bastards.
So let's talk about this. I think you probably get asked this a lot, V, but I want to ask you this myself. How are you so fucking productive? It's really annoying.
I view myself as like very lazy.
Yeah, but you can't because you do so many shows and you do so much stuff and you're always You seem like you have like such a.
I'm subtitling a clip under the table right now.
Yeah, exactly. Like you're almost obsessive with it.
I think
personality type?
almost is kind. I think I'm completely obsessed with stand-up. I'm completely obsessed with kind of all elements of it. But
does it get in the way of your actual life?
A little bit sometimes. But what's an actual life? Like, do you know, like,
oh yeah, good point.
We're trying to have fun. Like that's our job, is trying to have fun and like monetize it in some way. So like
Coin,
what the fuck?
But turning it into coin sometimes makes it not feel fun.
But I have a
but you're
weird
not
thing.
motivated.
I
by
really
coins, so-
enjoy editing like clips.
Oh, that's
I
good.
get a buzz when I like finish subtitling it, not when I like get the likes on Instagram. I get a buzz.
I
like,
get a
just be
buzz
like,
when
that's
like
fun.
donating to charity, but everyone's different.
You love that at the end of a McDonald's. Russell Trust.
Yeah.
Take that 17 pence
What have you found?
and enjoy it. But I think it's because I used to be a classical musician.
Did
What?
you?
Shut up.
Yeah. I used to be a classical musician, and they
Well,
are
let's shut this
mad.
because that wasn't anywhere in my notes. So let's just shut that down.
Man, I've been researching since 6 a.m.
Yeah,
You weren't even up till 7.
you've been practicing how to say his name since
Yeah.
8:30.
What did you do?
I was a classical percussionist. So I've played at the proms at like the Albert Hall and stuff, like hitting stuff.
Percussion
Drums,
is like it's
drums.
like a massive
Yeah,
guitar.
I know. You played at the Royal Albert Hall.
Yeah, I played at the
Wow.
proms a couple times. Done all sorts. I'm like quite high.
Our guest today has performed at the proms at the Royal Albert Hall.
Twice.
Start again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fell asleep on stage at the Albert Hall at the proms. And got woken up by a big loud bit in the piece.
By a big tuba.
For anybody listening, if you want, it's Stravinsky's Firebird Suite. It was the start of the Infernal Dance woke me up.
Oh yeah.
And it
I know
goes,
that bit.
"Wah, bam, 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 bam," and I was like, oh God, in a tux on stage at the Albert Hall.
I mean, that sounded more like Ty Segall than classical music.
Do you still do anything with music now?
No, I said yes to an orchestral gig just because I never get emailed like offering them to me ever anymore. And I got one, and I was like, I'm doing it.
When is it?
Next week, maybe 2 weeks time. I'm really quite nervous about it because
Where
I
is
went
it?
in. I was doing my tour show in Liverpool at a venue that has like an orchestra, like the Philharmonic, in like their little room. And they took me into the percussion store once they found out that I like used to do that, and I was like playing the xylophone and
Oh
stuff.
yeah, I
and
saw
was
a picture of you.
I was like, oh fuck, I can't do this anymore. I've forgotten.
But you are doing it.
But I am
And
professionally.
Can I ask you, unprofessionally, how does it pay compared to stand up? Like a club spot.
So the gig I'm doing soon is like rehearsal on the day, gig in the evening, and that's like generally the kind of layout: rehearsal on the day, gig in the evening, and this is paid musicians union rates, which is actually rare enough. But I think it's like 270 for those
Just knocking
two.
a few bits of tin about.
We could.
We could
Could
do
you
that.
get us into? Is there any spots?
It's easier than doing jokes.
Who
Can I
books
do
this?
Yeah,
Who
can I
books
do
this?
10 minutes? Like a
You
trial
Dave Ward
spot.
book it.
Like an open spot.
Yeah.
But I think the truth is, because I did that for like 4 years at university, I was surrounded by like crazy people who would practice the piano for like 8 hours a day, violin for like 10 hours a day. And they're so diligent. And I was quite a lazy classical musician, but I think a very lazy classical musician
Is
is an extremely hardworking stand-up comedian.
Yeah, right.
Oh man.
So I've just looked
Does
out.
it annoy you that people say that you're hardworking? Because like
I don't want-
over hey, it's really good. Like, why is it the
Yeah.
first thing that people say?
That's really
And you are really
frustrating.
good, but
You
does
want
that
to
annoy
make
you?
it seem easy. You want to make it seem like effortless, I guess. And you want it to be about the art. You don't want it to be about like, because I really try not to talk about working hard, because I think that's the most embarrassing thing ever,
Yeah.
particularly for comedians when they're
But
like
I'm not saying it-
grinding, hustling, going to this
Yeah.
gig, doing whatever.
Securing
It
the
never
coin.
stops.
Yeah.
Coin.
Yeah, but I'm not saying you're like making it look, or like the process of creating the stuff. I'm just saying you're always
There's
always
just stuff
doing
being
it.
churned out.
you're
It's
always
a
doing
meat
stuff.
factory.
Yeah. Whereas I'll like do 2 hours writing and be like, it's
That's
FIFA
something I
time
don't.
now.
That's something I don't do enough of. I'm always making notes of little premises in my phone, but I'm not.
But you're really good at like, I hate this term because it frustrates me because I don't know really how to do it. But when comedians say they write on stage, that's what you do. Whereas I have real notepad guy and then learn it and then
I'll go on with a little seed. And
But
walk
I
off
can't
stage with
do
an oak
that.
tree.
Yeah. Huh?
I can't do what you do, but I
So
can go up with bullet
Can't read
points.
it, right?
How can I do?
I can't read.
How can I do what you do?
Have bullet points and have a rough idea what you want to say, and then just do it. Too scary.
Yeah, really scary.
Oh, you're good.
I know.
This
but
guy
it's scary.
thinks he's got no
You're a
like.
very funny guy.
Thank
Remember when
you.
you said boring earlier?
Boring.
That was good. That was a good
Diminishing
bit.
returns.
So funny to do crowd work like that.
now-
What do you do for a living? Boring.
Here's something that I find truly amazing. Just to change the subject a little bit.
Yes.
English people really, considering how close it is, seem to know fuck all about Ireland.
Yeah.
Isn't that so weird?
Yeah.
Like, I was thinking about this today when you was coming on. I don't know anything, really.
I mean, I don't know that much, but like, you kind of, as an Irish person, you get tricked into feeling like you're some kind of historical expert.
Ireland is full. Do you agree with that?
Full of pints.
That's like a racist Irish thing. If you didn't know.
Yeah, it's the anti-immigration
I do.
thing.
Whelan's.
You're weirdly tapped into Irish politics on Twitter.
It's because I don't know what's happened. Right. A lot of them like my stuff.
Yeah, my friend Anto, who's a very good actor, likes your stuff a lot.
Oh, thank you.
He's an Olivier Award winner.
I'll sign something for him. I'll sign these.
For being allowed to stay on the podcast, we should crack open the cookies.
Let's not cookie
Yeah, okay.
on mic. Should we cookie on mic?
Yeah,
Richard
There's some
Chambers.
cookies.
we don't
Richard
care about these
Chambers.
people at home.
Do you know him?
Chambers?
Famous. He's a famous Irish news anchor guy. No.
Carry on.
He's doing it all over my bits. Do you like this bit I did? When I went to.
Wow.
I should do this with all the guests.
How needy
Do you like
are
this
you?
bit I did?
How needy are you?
When I did Whelan's.
Yeah,
Very
I
good
like
place,
Whelan's.
right?
Whelan's is a brilliant place because you can stay there drinking casually and quietly until 3 a.m. It never becomes a nightclub, but it stays open till 3.
Oh yeah.
I think that doesn't really exist outside of a fucking Soho house in London.
I sold out
Trish's.
the room.
Ever been to Trish's?
No.
I'll tell you it's true.
I sold out the small room in Whelan's, but I came out on stage and I said, "Oh, sold out. Looks like Ireland is full." It's pretty good,
That's
right?
good. That's good.
Because
fun.
I'm a fascist.
That's really good
Yeah.
fun.
Do you want to run any bits by Vittorio?
No,
What
I
is it?
haven't.
What do you? I've got an idea for a bit tonight
Okay.
in Winchester where it's
Go on.
sold really terribly. I might do it tonight and tomorrow in Southampton to bring up the Oasis dynamic pricing scandal. Whereas demand goes up, price goes up. So I've had to pay some of you to be here
Yeah.
because demand was so low.
Demand's gone down, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Do you think that's a good little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Maybe needs a little wording check, but I'll figure it out. It'll take like what happened. Like I'll say it better
It won't
on
work
stage.
tonight, but it'll work.
Exactly.
Southampton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you'll never use it again, which is good.
Yeah.
Are you eating a cookie right now?
Yeah, I am. Can I tell my IRA story?
No, I
No.
told you not to really talk about that today.
Why?
Huh?
I'm into that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just, okay, sure.
It'll make me all homesick, and it might be about my uncle.
Well,
All right, go on.
Right. So
What happened to you with the IRA?
me and my ex, we went on holiday,
Mm-hmm.
and we were in this bar in where was we, like Fuerteventura, one of the Spanish islands.
Okay.
Right. And there was these two seemingly like these two guys in like loud shirts, and then they were quite old, and one of them like commented on my shirt, and I was like, oh cool, and then got chatting to them, and then I was like, oh, this nice sort of old gay couple, and then one of them was like, I'm going to get some cigarettes. They're both from Northern Ireland, by the way. And then my ex went, I'll come with you. And then I was like, so when they were gone, I was like, so how do you know each other? And he was like, oh, we were in prison together. And I'm like, I've just let my new girlfriend at the time go off with a prisoner of some kind.
Yeah.
And there's still, the penny hasn't still dropped at this point. And then
Balaclavas on the beach wasn't a giveaway.
and then he went, I said, oh, right. And he said, have you got any questions? And I went, what did you do? He said, I blew up a car with someone in it. And I was like, right. And he said, got any more questions? I went, do you regret it? And he said, well, my son took his own life over this because he couldn't like reconcile with it. And then he went to me, he fixed me dead in the eye and he went, but I sleep soundly in my bed. And I was like, oh. And then my girlfriend at the time came back, and we were both looking at each other because she'd heard something equally horrific, and we're now just like staring at each other going, shit, shit, shit. And then they were like, let's get a photo together, because we've been doing shots with them before this, right? And then he took a picture of us on like a disposable camera, and they went, well, I've got a record of what you guys look like as like a joke. I was like, ha, ha, ha. And they went, what are you doing tomorrow? And I was like, not sure really. I think you've got a few things planned. He went, well, we're going to this bar up the road. A funny story. The guy that owns it, we camped outside his house for 3 days, waiting for him to come home so that we could kill him. And he never showed up. And now we're friends with him. He owns the bar on the corner. We're going there tomorrow. It could have been a wind-up, but I feel like...
There's such a darkness to like Northern Irish people who were like involved that like they just say it in such like you know that thing, and they just like, and they wanted you to ask about it. That's so funny.
Any more questions?
That's so. Anything else?
I ran back to my hotel.
Yeah, fucking hell. That's so crazy and so funny. And how many packets of cigarettes did they buy? Because that's a big thing. The IRA bring back thousands of cigarettes from Spain. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. But yeah, that was not one of my questions in my interview.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've still got his number.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Thank you for sharing that.
It's time to do some problems, because that's what this podcast is about.
I have one.
Oh, you've got one this week?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have, right, I've moved house. Are you a gym guy?
I try to be every so often, but currently no.
Exactly, right. Now,
other than playing football in the same game that we both play sometimes, what do you do to keep fit?
Play rugby sometimes. I've gotten back into playing rugby, and I also play basketball.
That's the one.
It's quite a lot of stuff.
Ball.
Is it? I don't think so. I have, where I've moved house recently, right? The closest gym to me, basically all the other like normal like chain gyms are like quite far, right? But the closest one to me is there's an introductory offer of £100 a month, and then after that it's £200 a month, right?
They'd have to be doing the exercises.
What are they doing? They're wanking you off at the end.
Yes.
A happy ending to your spin class.
Basically, it's all like personal trainer. It's like every session, it's like personal training sessions. So in that sense, it's not that expensive, because that is very expensive. So should I?
I can
Because
solve this for you.
the thing is, I know it will change my life.
You know what you should do?
Watch this.
You know what you should? Where Joey, you posit a solution, and then we'll get into the meeting.
If you would like to see Bilal get ripped to the tits and fit as fuck, then please give some money by subscribing to our Patreon, which you can do by clicking the link below.
If I what?
Nanjiani did.
What's that?
Kumail Nanjiani.
Oh, no, he looks awful though. I don't want to look like that. I don't want to be like 1% body fat.
No,
but I'd like to be.
You should.
7% body fat. Yeah, that's still. What is it to have a six pack? I don't know.
Six pack is anywhere in and around. Yeah, anything beneath in single digits. You're
as I've said on this podcast many times, Luke McQueen once described me topless as looking like an 80-year-old man and a newborn baby at exactly the same time.
Yeah. But knowing,
and I've got fit birds. Why don't you just copy me?
Excuse me?
I've got fit birds. Why don't you just copy me?
No one believes that. His marriage ended. We don't talk about it.
Oh, why did you bring that up?
I know. Last time I spoke to you, I kind of guessed it was going to.
Oh, thanks.
Because we did a car journey together, and I felt bad because I had fish and chips. Well, I was about to feel bad about eating fish and chips in your car, and then I saw your car.
You ate fish and chips in his car?
Yeah.
I've got anxiety about this because I'm doing tour support for Laura Smith and Lloyd Griffiths.
Oh,
And
nice.
they both don't want to get in that car, I'm pretty sure. But it's the...
Well,
so
tell them to
fish and
fucking
chips.
learn how to drive then.
No, but I mean, like, they wouldn't say anything, but I'm like, this does need sorting out.
I
But it's
reckon
gone to the point now, you
if
know...
that car was clean, it would be absolutely fine.
I know, but it needs, like, proper valeting, and it's like, the day that I take that...
How much
you
is
have
that?
no, but you have to admit to the person you take it to that you're a filthy pig, and I'm not prepared to do that.
I'll clean it.
How much?
£14.
Coin.
Securing the coin.
Securing the coin.
Everybody.
It's a big job, Bilal.
Only certain men understand
Securing the
what
coin.
it means to secure the coin.
Mm-hmm.
So knowing, the thing is, I know it's a lot of money, but knowing that it will change, because it's not just physical, innit? It's everything. Your mood and everything improves. You
Oh,
do
my
want to eat
solution?
healthier. My posture will get better.
I think similar to me. You have a following on the internet.
It's not similar to yours, man.
No, but you have
Mine's
enough
like
of a
6
following
guys.
to do this. Yeah, but
All sad and lonely behind the computers.
marketably, I think you could get some cunt to do it for free. The personal training.
Mm.
That's quite good.
You
I get offered this every so often, and I just need to find one that's okay with me making it funny the way that I post about them. To be like, I fucking hate this guy. He ruins my Tuesday every Tuesday.
yeah.
Like you would have to be able to do it. You couldn't just be like, great session with whatever. Come on.
Here's the thing, right? Whenever I've done like, you follow along like a class on YouTube or whatever.
Yoga
Like
with
in
Adrian.
lockdown, my housemates, we were all every day we'd do like one class,
Joe Wicks.
and then no, I don't know.
He should be cancelled.
Great, he should.
Joe Wicks. I think people forgot that for a long portion of time, every time when he was just doing recipes before, because he had a real glow up in lockdown. But he was doing recipe videos, and he was sponsored by a coconut oil brand, Lucy B's coconut oil. And but anytime he put broccoli in to the pan, he called it midget trees.
Excuse me? He sounds like Joey.
No, he doesn't. He's
Listen
not
to
real.
him
He's
on a
not-
podcast.
He's not. He's really
In with
posh.
Lucy B.
But he's really
Midget
posh.
trees.
But he's posh.
Mm.
So he's putting that on for
Midget
effect.
trees.
Yeah, you can't just say a slur about vegetables.
Nah, he's going to use that now in his thing tonight, probably.
Mm.
Yeah, okay, well, we can cancel him.
I think so. Officially, it's happened.
Joe Wicks is now cancelled. That's the big news on the podcast today. Why don't? Yeah, I think you get one of these people to do it for free, or you just have a bit of self-resolve, bit of self-discipline. Just get on with it.
Yeah.
What,
Just
you
pull
mean,
yourself
like-
up by your bootstraps, mate.
Yeah, but the point I was making was when we were doing these classes in lockdown, I don't really like being told what to do. It seems, especially when it hurts.
Yeah.
So I got told off by my housemates a couple of times for swearing. Because it was like, the woman would be like, push harder. I'm like, I am fucking doing it. So I think I would clash with a personal trainer.
yeah.
I mean, you've seen me clash at football occasionally.
I think we're at the right level of occasionally it gets heated at football, but not very often. We're not always heated,
No.
but sometimes it boils over because you have to simmer. I think football has to be simmering on a very tight.
Yeah, but you
Right.
can't start shouting at your personal trainer that's doing it for free. So I don't think I could do that.
No one shouts at their personal trainer,
I
man.
would.
This is a problem.
Like, fuck off.
But-
You're only getting one story
Yeah,
post
there's
this
no
week.
way.
Exactly.
Listen, there's no way. I've seen your tax return, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen how much you're earning. There's no
Yeah.
way. There's no way you should be spending £200 a month on a gym membership.
Why have you seen his tax return?
He
Are you his
hasn't really.
accountant?
He hasn't really.
Yeah, I'm his accountant.
That would be so bad. Do you know Carl Donnelly used to be an accountant? I
Did
only
he?
found that out recently.
I didn't know that.
That would be so chill if he was your accountant.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
mean,
think-
guess who mine is? Me.
Yeah, that's bad stuff.
It's bad. I do all my tax returns in crayon.
Have you got a stupid problem?
Have I got a stupid problem? It's not a stupid problem.
It will be stupid. Watch.
No, I've got a problem. My dad has joined Instagram,
Good.
right?
And is he doing
Seemingly
better
so
than
he
you?
can just watch everything that I'm doing. And yesterday he said, "Oh, I've been meaning to have a word with you. Are you okay?"
Oh.
And I said, "Why?" He said, "Well, on Instagram, all these pictures you post, you don't seem like you're having a very good time." He's like, "Are you a bit sad at the moment? What's going on?" Do I come across as sad on the internet?
What are the pictures? Let's do a deep
Yeah, let's
dive on
have a
your
look.
Instagram.
Yeah, let's have a look.
Yeah, let's do that.
We're going to look at my stories because all my stuff on my, as is the way, it's all videos now.
You
know what I mean?
The Instagram reels. You have to show me how to do them.
How often a day do you get asked for advice on how to make videos go viral?
I've got a little Google Doc I send people
Oh, can I have it?
because I was fed up of sometimes having the energy to send like a thought through like detailed response and sometimes just sending people something shit. So I was like, I'm really sorry if this comes across rude, but here's the best answer I could possibly give about all the equipment I use, all the software I use, and how I do everything. Have that.
See, now
That's really nice
what
of
I'm
you.
talking about. You being like madly fastidious and like obsessed with your craft. Because I feel like most people, including me, would instead of sending that or even writing that document, would just say "fuck off."
But the number of people who ask me for advice and then very quickly overtake me is kind of heart wrenching.
Really?
Yeah.
Now give
I
us
showed-
the old document, boy.
I showed Keyworth how to use their camera. The Palladium.
What is the what would be your best tips from the doc?
No, well, we're not doing that.
Or
We're
is
doing
the
Why Am I
secret?
Sad?
Yeah,
Are we
nice.
still on why you're
We haven't even
sad?
started
We're not
doing
going to
Why Am I
solve that, man. We've been trying for months.
So that's. I mean, that was me asking
Anyone got recommendations for what?
a microphone to plug into my phone for reels.
For reels. Why do you need a microphone to plug into your
Well,
phone?
because when I do my camera ones, they sound a bit shit.
Well, that's because you've got a Google phone. What is that?
Right, so do I just need to get an iPhone?
I think so, yeah.
God, that's going to cost me. This one deliberately I did to make myself look a bit happier after what my dad said.
That's you trying to look happy.
You don't look happy there.
You
What's
look like The
happened?
Rock, you know, in that picture of The
great.
Rock,
No,
where he has a black turtleneck and a chain
Oh,
on
yeah.
and a little bum bag.
okay, that one. But I'm just doing
Backstage boy.
Yeah, but
What's that for now?
what is it for?
Here's a tip for Instagram. Post one story a day and don't post another one until it like disappears.
Oh,
Okay, thank you.
It gets like way more views than
okay.
Is it?
yeah.
Oh,
Just post one story.
there you go. There's a tip, everybody, to overtake Vittorio.
In the queue for Oasis tickets, I would have been sad about that.
Did you get them?
No, of course I didn't.
Mikey Rice got some for Dublin.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I don't really
I mean,
care
I don't
about.
know why I posted
No,
that.
I don't care
I don't
about
really
that.
See, that looks so sad.
Yeah, it's gone again.
Oh,
Yeah, you look like you're being bullied.
Yeah.
okay.
Why don't you give us a smile?
I don't really
look-
like smiling.
Look into
though.
the camera and give us a smile. No, go back to what you were doing before.
What is your smile?
Yeah,
I don't have a
I
problem
go for a
smiling.
closed mouth for pictures.
No, I
It's nice, isn't it?
I like this.
No.
That's crazy.
Why do you put?
There
If
is-
you're only listening, the
Yeah,
reason you
sorry.
didn't hear anything was because we were all smiling. For the first time ever on this podcast, we were all actually happy.
There is a sadness in your eyes. My girlfriend said this
I've got
about me.
droopy eyes.
My girlfriend says she doesn't like to stand too close to me because she can see all the pain in my eyes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Have you got a lot of pain in your life?
In my eyes?
In your life?
In my life?
Do your eyes hurt? Is that what it is?
I've got conjunctivitis.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I think I just I have a sadness. I tend towards sadness. I think that's my. You know the way we have our automatic like whatever pathways in our brain are quite automatic.
What are you sad about? The Queen dying?
Yeah. Yeah. And my old 2 agents ago now got really nervous when I was tweeting about like like 2 years ago and a day.
Yeah.
Like the day before when she went into hospital and stuff. I think I tweeted this is like Christmas Eve.
Listen, this is an English podcast, all right?
Yeah, yeah.
Please, we're
I
gonna
think
have to cut all of that out.
I think I probably did my funniest ever tweet about the Queen dying.
Yeah.
I was like, so we have to change money.
Mm.
Like things are going to change. Like so, heads and tails. With Charles, it'd be dick heads and tails.
Ah, could be heads and fingers.
Oh, sausage fingers.
There you go. See,
Yeah.
you should always run it by him.
Okay, cool.
You're gonna get
You
messages
said why?
every day.
Who are you posting that for? Was a really good question.
Yeah, that's
I don't
the
know.
question. Like, because I think people just frantically post and go like,
Yeah.
"Is
I
this
know.
something that you would look at?" That's what I do. Like, would I watch this?
Oh, I look at anything though. For hours and hours. And that's why I'm sad.
Yeah.
There we go.
The problem is, right, there's people like Joey's been doing stand up for I think 40 years or something.
40 years. Yeah,
I've
yeah.
done it for over
Man and-
10
man and
years.
boy.
Like,
He was on Nevermind the Buzzcocks when it was a telegram. It was beep beep beep.
Exactly,
beep,
right?
beep, 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 beep,
it is
beep,
black
beep,
and
beep.
white.
Morse code.
You'd think they'd give an original player some respect, but they do not reply to my emails.
God, the
So-
new one. It doesn't look right. It's all too shiny.
Shouldn't be on Sky.
It's all too shiny.
Mm.
You need the filth of BBC Three.
I know, right? Sky makes everything look a bit wrong, right?
It's
Yeah.
all very shiny.
Make it
flower.
edgy. Get Hugh Edwards to host it.
Yeah. What's he got on
Craig
from the
Charles,
waist
the team
down?
captain.
Nobody knows.
Craig Charles is all right.
He
I
got
like
arrested
him.
for crack once.
Philip Schofield.
Schofield on the
Good
other
crack.
team. Yeah.
Schofield team captain.
He's not really done a lot of BBC though, is he?
Schofield.
Ah, he'll
Well,
make
he
the
needs a
jump.
job.
He's like Figo. Somebody will throw a pig's head onto the desk at Nevermind the Buzzcocks.
Vittorio, what problem have you brought into the podcast today?
No, I know you would have loved me to prepare.
But you write on
Anything.
stage, so that's fine.
Yeah, that's true. I'll just come up with some kind of problem that I'm dealing with at the minute. I feel like I always have a blocked nose.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
I have these issues. Let's
Yeah.
get into it.
he
and
got-
it's just always like I
he
just
had a
need
nose
to,
job.
I did.
I always need to and when I was a child, they put a camera up my nose.
Yeah.
I say a doctor, not just a guy.
The neighbours.
The cast of Neighbours put a camera up my nose.
Yeah.
It was episode 8 of season 106. But and they said that I have a deviated septum and like very narrow nasal passageway.
Yeah.
So I think it's anytime I get a cold, it lasts fucking ages.
Okay.
Like such a long time.
I've had the same issue, deviated septum. They think I might have broken my nose when I was tiny. I've since had it
Child
straightened,
abuse. Yeah. Child
so
abuse?
it's symmetrical. Don't.
No? You think
punched
you
in
don't
the
know, no
face
one's told
when
you.
you were
You're
What's
going
this,
to get us
the dark,
demonetized.
the
Yeah,
dark
I've got
history?
the broken nose and also like a permanent split lip.
Oh.
Okay.
So I was getting knocked about at some point.
I know, me too, right? I don't remember. So I did
That's
have
the good
it.
thing about head trauma.
I had a septoplasty where they try and fix it
sorry
from
for
the
your loss.
inside.
No,
Thank you. It didn't really do anything. So then I did have an actual nose job
wow.
in Turkey. Yeah.
You went to Turkey?
It's great, man.
What'd they do?
They break it and straighten it. It was really crooked before.
So what's a septoplasty?
They do something
remove
inside.
your
I don't really know.
inner bit.
I don't fully know.
How do you feel about your noses? I feel like I've got quite a big nose, and I don't really know how I feel about that.
I like it more now. I didn't used to like it. I'll send you a picture. I'll ask you for advice on how to use Instagram, and I'll send you pictures of my old nose.
Oh, it was grotesque. I said I wouldn't do a podcast with him until he got his nose fixed.
What were your stipulations for Joey? Get rid of the fucking wife.
You know what something could be though? It could genuinely be an allergy that you're not aware of, because I've realized
He's
only
allergic
quite
to
recently.
failure.
But then why would he's doing very well?
Yeah,
He's
I'm
allergic to
success.
failure. Oh,
I'm
so
allergic
it's
to
a
coins.
success, yeah.
I'm very quick. I'm very allergic to mold, right? And I was in this horrible flat where there
Like
was like
J.K.
hidden
Rowling?
mold, like J.K. Rowling, right? And I realized when I was little, we had an issue in a bedroom where there was
They
mold
locked you.
hidden. There was that, yeah. There was mold behind a bed, which we didn't know about. And I
Sneaky
used to
mold.
have issues, and so did my brother. So we're quite allergic to mold. And like in the last flat, it really, like you said, colds would last for ages.
Yeah.
And I was always ill. And I feel great now, right?
Wow.
And my breathing's a lot better.
And
Are you
mold.
taking allergy tablets, or are you just
No.
avoiding mold?
Just
I don't
avoiding
think you're
mold.
allergic to mold. I think mold is just bad for you.
Well, I say allergic because like my wife doesn't really get affected by it in the same way. So
Oh.
I guess I'm more sensitive. But it might be, have you had an allergy test?
No. I convinced myself I was allergic to nuts when I was a child because I thought it was cool.
It's pretty
Right.
cool, yeah.
And like convinced myself to the point where things happened when I ate nuts. Like I would get itchy and like a scratchy throat.
Oh, that's mad.
I
I
get
gave
quite bad
myself
hay
a-
fever, and when I didn't want to do long distance running in PE, I would go and like rub loads of like
You're
grass
dressed like
in the mouth.
you look like a long distance runner from the past.
I like long distance running now,
How far are you running?
like 10k.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
What's the furthest you've ever run?
10k. I don't need to break that.
I did a half marathon by
Did you?
myself in the
Oh,
middle of the
God.
night in London.
God, I would hate that.
I was in a competition with my friend Chris about who could run the furthest over the course of a month.
How many k's is?
21.
Oh no! How did you do it? It's all in the mind.
Well, I just wanted to beat my friend Chris because I slacked for the last week and then I was about 20k behind him.
If I wanted to beat
You
Bilal,
did a
all I'd have
half
to do is
marathon.
walk to the
I did a
shop,
half marathon.
innit?
That's not true.
Yeah, you don't run anyway.
I don't really run.
Yeah.
I should though. I'd like to do a half marathon one day.
Hmm.
Did you have a great sense of accomplishment at the end?
No, I had severe headaches for about 3 weeks.
Okay, forget that then.
If you're enjoying this episode of the podcast and you want to sponsor Bilal doing his half marathon,
Go to
we said that-
GoFundMe.
What do you think of this podcast? Does it work?
I think it's great.
Okay, good.
It's a really nice, very chill dynamic. I'm such
Yeah.
a big
All
fan
right,
of it.
phew.
I think I use this for a different problem for someone else, but
Let me
we thought about
go.
getting the Robbie Fowler nose strips.
It would be a good look in stand-up, wouldn't
Yeah.
it? Just...
No strip and also Patrick Vieira Vicks on the shirt.
Was he Vicks on the shirt?
Yeah,
was that what he
that
was
was
saying?
iconic.
I'm quite a Vixie boy.
Are they not allowed to do that anymore?
I think it was only him that did it.
Have you
Is
ever
it
done a
woke?
netty pot?
Because of woke. What's a natty pot?
You done ketamine?
No. It's basically like, do you steam?
Steam. I've
Yeah,
steamed.
your head.
Yeah.
Yeah, over a bowl.
Yeah. But it's
that
like
a
it's too
neti
much
pot?
faff.
No, a netty pot
Yeah.
is the thing that clears out your sinuses.
I've done the 2 garlic bulbs up the nose for 10 minutes.
Whoa.
That's a TikTok trend. Does work. Your fucking brain falls out your nose after you do that.
That doesn't sound good.
Yeah, I need to really get it sorted. It's because it's frustrating because I have jaw issues as well. I have like lots of jaw tension. So now I'm just walking around like sniffing and stretching my jaw. Everyone thinks I'm coked out of my fucking mind.
So tell me about this jaw tension, because I think I've got that.
TMJ.
I'm always like tensing here.
Yeah. I find Wim Hof breathing exercises on the internet very helpful for it.
Oh, yeah.
And if you get a wine cork and hold it between your teeth just when you're watching TV for like
He'll swallow
20
it.
minutes.
Don't tell us.
At least it means I get to drink a bottle of wine.
No, you'll be dead.
That'll also relax the jaw.
Oh, a wine cork.
Yeah,
Okay.
hold that in there. It's breathing often is the thing. And then if it's really, really bad.
No, we're losing listeners.
If it gets really bad, put a hot water bottle on your
Oh.
like jaw before bed, because that'll relax the muscles so you're not clenching in the nighttime.
He knows so much stuff. for
He
such
knows a
young
lot of
guy.
stuff. Can I ask how old you are? Is that?
Do you want to guess?
28.
Oh, nice.
Was that on the internet?
No.
I think
Someone needs to put that on there.
I realised it's probably a year older.
Yeah.
I think I read that ahead
What
of today.
gig did we do together? I'm trying to remember where we
we
drove
did a
to.
gig in Luton.
Oh, that was a
in the
really fun
Bear.
gig.
Mm.
I really liked that gig and that venue.
Yeah.
That was really fun.
They shut it down now?
But it's fine. The gig's back. It's just new owners, but gig
right.
stays.
Oh, in the same place?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Victoria, I'm going to ask you a very personal question now.
Please do.
We have a
I've
lot
got
of
a
guests
listener's
that
problem.
come on here. This might be the end of the podcast.
Oh, okay.
We have a lot of guests that come on here,
Thank
and
you.
they have, it's not the reason we get them on. We really like them. They have tremendous social
It's-
media following. We ask them to collaborate on the old Instagram reels and things, and they often don't do that.
Yeah, that's tough. I have that with tour venues.
Mm.
But yeah, I'll collab. on it.
Okay.
Is that what you wanted to ask?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
I'll
How
collab
needy
on
are you
anything,
today?
really.
How are you today?
I am.
As long as it's not a really hectic content.
We've got to do 2 quick things for the end of the podcast. One
Yes.
is a listener's problem. Okay?
Okay.
This is from Stu Stacey. and It's
Which?
called
Pick one.
Yeah, make your mind up.
Stu or Stacey?
Nice.
Never trust someone with 2 first names.
John Terry.
That's Protestant.
Vittorio Angelone.
Is it?
Protestant is first name for a second name.
Is it?
Yeah. My
Oh.
Protestant name, if I'm ever in the bad bit of town and get asked, is Andrew Stewart.
Right.
Do you want me to do someone else's problem
No, it's
No,
okay. I'm happy to be ecumenical.
then? I'm having a sock matching nightmare. I'm constantly losing single socks. When I do find a pair, they're never the same colour. Any
Then they're
tips
not
on
a-
preventing this sock anarchy?
First of all, they're not a pair if they're not the same color.
Yeah,
Grow up about
Nice.
Any tips on preventing the sock anarchy?
yeah.
What's
I-
he doing? Like, I have a notion that he's not separating his darks and his lights.
Oh,
and
I
his
don't.
Washes. Crazy.
Why is that crazy?
All your white stuff's grey, and you don't
No,
even
it's not.
realize. You don't even
This
realize.
is white.
Oh no, it's not.
For the listener, if you're not watching, I'm wearing a mint t-shirt and I'm looking very good in it. So
look like
if you
look
are
like a
checking
tasty
this out
scoop of
online,
mint choc chip.
if you are
Oh,
listening
yeah.
to this and you want to see what we all look like, we're on YouTube. And
Mm.
if you're on YouTube, don't forget to click the subscribe button because it is free.
Do you ever
and
get
it
the
helps
ice
us.
cream with the 3 flavors?
And watch my special.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
like
We're gonna
strawberry
get
ice
to that in a
cream.
minute.
Nah, me neither.
No, I don't.
No. So I go for the chocolate and vanilla.
Chocolate
and
and
that,
vanilla.
But my wife was like, no, you're meant to scoop it that way and get all 3. And then we had a big row.
Strawberry
Very rare.
is weird.
Did
with
you
both of
slam her
those.
head
It
into the
is.
air fryer?
It is. Don't. Stop being so edgy today. Stop trying to impress Vittorio. He's never like this. Guys,
And
it's
it's
time for
normally-
guests to impress.
It's normally based on the guest's name.
Hit
It's
a like
time.
on a... Yes.
For guest or guess?
Guest.
Guest. Time for guest to impressed.
Guests to impress everyone. Hit a like on the YouTube. Check out, what is it? BetterHelp.
Better help.
Because a lot of people are sad now.
Are you actually sponsored by BetterHelp?
No, I'm going to pitch that segment that I just did.
So you don't want me to?
Hmm?
You don't want me to slag off
No, you
BetterHelp?
can do.
No, please.
Fuck those guys.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
You know they
absolutely.
sell your information to advertisers,
Yeah, that's good.
like info from your therapy
Oh,
sessions.
yeah.
So
like,
if you're doing
he
therapy, and
binges
you
on
like,
chocolate and then you're getting sent cookies.
yeah.
Ah,
And if they do, like, you type in, like, because when you like access it, you type in a form about the things you're dealing
So
with.
with your one, Bilal, you get adverts being like, oh, you're a fucking loser with no self-esteem.
yeah.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
them.
Yeah, that's normal though, right?
That's crazy. You're going to therapy for like domestic abuse, and they're marketing plasters,
Cricket bats.
cricket bats,
Do your feature.
sponsored ads for cricket bats. That's
You
that
don't
great.
have to use them for cricket.
That great.
Right.
He's got crumbs on his laptop, everyone. 'Cause he's been eating
Always.
biscuits.
There's that great Kevin Bridges bit about the Sports Direct in Glasgow that sold 1,000 baseball bats, never sold a baseball.
This feature is called Vittorio. It's Angelone at the top.
Wow.
Yeah. It's like that. Vittorio, you're clearly destined for the top in the entertainment industry. But who are you taking with you so you're not so lonely? I want your dream person to accompany you in the following scenarios out of famous people.
Okay.
Okay. So if you had to ditch off your pal Mike Rice and get a really famous podcast host, who would it be?
I think is alive.
Anything. It's up to you.
I'd love to do a podcast with Richard Harris and maybe Peter O'Toole.
Cool.
And just me just like asking them all the right questions to tell all their wonderful stories about being drunkards and actors in the past.
That's such a
Okay.
very
Oh,
sweet,
that's
nice
Such a
answer.
sweet.
I'd love that.
I thought you
so
were
much.
going to say like Nakamura.
Do you know Shunsuke Nakamura, Celtic legend?
Yeah.
My girlfriend always remembers.
not the WWE wrestler Shinsuke Nakamura.
No,
very
different
close.
one. Cousins, I think.
Are they?
But my girlfriend always gets people's names wrong. First example is Shunsuke Nakamura, a Celtic player. She goes, "Who's that Celtic player you really like?" And I was like, "Who?" And she goes, "Jackie McNamara."
Wow.
And then the other one is she was trying to make a WWE joke about doing like John Cena's entrance song, you know, da, 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 da. And she went, "And his name is John Stevens."
I had a girlfriend once.
All right.
Is that the end?
That's it. Yeah. I had a girlfriend once who couldn't pronounce the football player Klaus Jan Huntelaar and used to call him Klaus van Houtelaard.
Why are we talking about Huntelaar?
I don't know.
Celtic had a good one.
I
Celtic
think
had
it's the World Cup.
Celtic had Jan Vennegar of Hesselink.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, great name.
Big. Expensive at
expensive
Sports
shirt.
Direct.
Yeah, yeah,
Jaskalainen.
yeah. Who would you take with you to the Cannes Film Festival?
Guess to
Wow.
impress everyone.
You need someone who's able to clap for 48 minutes at the end of a film.
It's
Do you always
mad,
see
isn't it,
that
all
at the Cannes
It's so
film?
stupid.
They were like, this film got a 27-minute standing
what the
ovation.
hell is going on?
Like, shut up.
That was my show last night. I
Imagine-
didn't do any material.
Imagine you were late doing your show because the show before they were still clapping
Yeah.
when you haven't done a sound check or anything. It's so dumb.
I'm gonna write a joke about them doing those standing ovations at the Cannes Film Festival, and then at the end of my show, just be like, "Come on,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
ages.
come on." Longest at the with Belfast Youth Orchestra, we performed at the Madeleine Cathedral in Paris, and we probably got a 10-minute standing O. But there's a weird thing that happens, and I think this might be what's happening at the Cannes Film Festival. They have this like applause where it's clapping, normal, and then they all sync up their claps. So it goes from applause to like clap, 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 and then it speeds up again and then becomes applause again. So they've got like
That's really
That's how we're gonna
scary.
they've got like a
Today's
three-act. They've got a 3-act applause.
Oh my god.
So that's they're breaking it up a little bit with synchronized like pre-high jump claps.
Who are you taking?
Mike Rice always says on our podcast that I don't watch any films. And
I
have
don't know.
terrible
I get that
taste in
said about
films.
me.
But he loves like Tom Cruise, and I think that's an insane opinion to have.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
Who would I take to Cannes Film Festival? Is this someone I know, or what's the crack?
No,
What's
it's
happening?
just a famous person.
Just a famous
you wanna
person that I would
befriend.
want to go to Cannes Film Festival with. I would say I hate all that like industry type stuff, so I would want to go with like Cillian Murphy because
Okay.
he likes to just stay away from it all, and
Okay.
we would just have a
You
nice
just
time,
go and do a show on Six Music instead.
just chilling out,
Yeah.
listening to interesting beats.
Yeah. Okay, you're on a like mega yacht holiday.
Okay,
What famous people are going to join you on the yacht?
how many am I allowed to pick? 112.
6.
Oh right, okay.
6.
Yeah.
It's not a mega yacht then, is it?
It is a mega yacht, but you want space.
You got a lot of space.
You got a floor each.
Okay, 6. Can one of them be like a staff member?
Yeah.
Okay, staff member. I want.
Oh no, but who would be who's out of work that you're going to make be the staff? You could have Bilal or me.
Oh man, I'll do it.
You'll do it.
I'll do it.
I want.
I could do a good
You
job.
two? Can you two be like the
Yeah, it'd be like below deck.
The below
We'd be
deck
really
boys?
good and we wouldn't talk to any of your guests.
We just give them hors d'oeuvres. And
Just let
cocktails.
us have some leftovers.
Yeah.
We give them the
That's what
hors
it's all
d'oeuvres.
Horse d'oeuvres.
Yeah, go on.
Big into horse d'oeuvres. So then So you two aren't
We're
part of
not
the
counted.
six.
We come
You're
with
staff.
the yacht.
Come
We're
with the yacht.
staff.
You're staff of the yacht. You're maybe skipper and first mate.
No, we just staff.
We sleep on little bunk beds.
Yeah,
Mm.
top and tail, even though we've got our own beds.
Six people. Brendan Gleeson's got to be there.
Mm-hmm.
I want a real good swimmer. Michael Phelps. I just want to see how fast he really is. You know what I mean? I just want to be like,
You could chase him in the boat.
yeah, try and keep up with that, Phelpsy boy. Technology has moved beyond your
With a-
freakish shoulders.
With a megaphone, yeah. Phelpsy boy.
Yeah, Phelps. And then you want nice people like lounging who are nice to look at, I think. You know what I mean?
Soccerettes. I mean,
You want the
Soccerettes.
Soccerettes, maybe? Maybe Sophie Howard from Nuts Magazine.
Sophie Howard.
Lucy Pinder.
Oh, he's
Lucy Pinder. I know Lucy. I know of Lucy Pinder.
he's really excited about Googling this, pretending he doesn't know these people.
Jenna Jameson. Oh, what does she look like? I don't know. Okay. Yeah. Take her.
Yeah.
She seems like she'd be a good shipmate.
And then I just want like maybe a nice
Got a couple of boys with her.
maybe Zabby Alonso.
Okay.
I would like to just have
Yeah.
him around.
Why?
Okay.
He seems so handsome
linking up
and
the
nice.
play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you've got disparate groups there,
Yeah.
but he's
He's like-
tying it all together.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nice touches.
I don't know if that's six, but that's enough.
That sounds good.
Next question. Final question. You're going to be inducted into the Hollywood Walk of Fame thing where you put your hands in the cement.
Yeah.
Who's going to induct you?
What's the setup?
Who's
you know
gonna
that
be
you put
holding
your hands
you?
in the cement?
A big strong boy to hold
Yeah,
me?
he's going to be holding your legs, and you've got to do that.
Mariusz Pudzianowski.
Who's that? That's good
Salute.
podcasting, man. Salute. Sorry, who's that?
Mariusz Pudzianowski?
Yeah.
You know Mariusz Pudzianowski?
Why aren't you
Not an
Googling that like you did with the Nuts magazine?
Spell it!
Oh, right.
Marius. You know how to spell Marius? Yeah.
Only because a guy used to come to the football game we played is ridiculous because a guy called Marius at one point, a
Guy called
Horatio,
Merlin?
a Vittorio,
There's a Merlin.
and a Merlin. Oh God, do you remember him?
Merlin?
He's a bit much.
You don't
Yeah.
know a guy called Merlin.
I know two guys called Merlin.
What are you talking about? Where are they from?
Oh, Marius Punjanovskans.
Pudzianowski.
Yeah, five-time world's strongest man.
Oh, right. Okay,
But he was
cool.
like a short one.
Uh.
Because world's strongest men are always so tall, but he was short and like shredded. They're always fat and tall. He was short and shredded, and I
Short
really
and
liked
shredded,
that.
which is what you could be if you pay £200 a month.
I'm not that short.
You could be Marius
Shredded. Yeah,
Pudzianowski.
but you get shorter.
What height
as
are you?
shred.
Do people think you're smaller than you are? People who see me on the internet think I'm going to be real small. I give off small
5'8".
vibes.
People
that
think
right?
I'm huge, like 7'2".
Nope.
No, but I'm not. But people do think that.
From your side.
It's because I sit on 3 cushions in here.
There's no, yeah. He's got to be 7'2". Nobody normal sized is that sad.
Well, that's basically the end of the podcast. There's 2 things to do.
Congratulations.
Number 1 is to tell people about the tour dates that you've still got coming up.
Yeah.
So,
I think we're adding one at Clapham Grand. So if you're London based, where do you have listeners?
everywhere.
I think there's 2 in Ireland.
You're going to be, tonight, you're doing the Union Chapel.
It's sold out.
It's sold out. Don't come. Dubai, the QE2. Is it the QE2?
Is that a tour show?
Yeah.
Are you having to change any material?
No, it's you're not allowed to make fun of their royal family, and that's not
Well,
the
you
royal
can-
family I make
okay.
fun of.
The Glasgow Garage, don't go. It's sold out. Manchester Academy on the 24th. Newcastle The Stand, sold out. Leeds Wardrobe, 27th of
That's
October.
getting close to sold out, actually.
Then in November, you're in Dublin, Cork, Ballymena.
That's struggling for tickets. If you've got listeners in
Please,
Ballymena.
please,
we got
Ballymena, please. Where's that?
Coleraine,
Like
Belfast,
Antrim,
Derry,
north of Belfast.
Oh, okay.
Killarney, Sligo. These are all Irish places. Brighton,
Brighton,
Bournemouth.
Irish.
Not Bournemouth, Portsmouth, Westport.
Portsmouth and Brighton
Galway.
need a bit of fucking help.
I'll come
Come
to
on.
Brighton.
Yeah?
My girlfriend lives down that way. I'll come
I'd
to
love, yeah,
Alright.
Comedia.
Yeah,
Come
great.
hang out.
And I'll be there, so don't talk to me. Also, check out Vittorio's special on YouTube.
Translations. It
Thank
got
you.
nominated for an award.
Congratulations.
And when you finish listening to this, go and listen to his podcast with Michael Rice.
Mike and Vittorio's Guide to Parenting.
Yeah. Which it isn't, right? 'Cause you
No,
don't have
neither
kids.
of us have kids.
No, I know, yeah.
We're just trying to attract an audience of
Yeah.
young mums.
Yeah. Does it work? I mean, you've got a lot of Great. So from next week, this is going to be called "How to Motivate Yourself to Do Things Better." With Bilal and Joe. Yeah.
How to motivate yourself to do things better.
And that's the end of the podcast.
How to motivate to do things better. Get ripped coins.
Get ripped coins.
Joey Page.
Secure the coin podcast.
Now we're going to clap for ages till we all get in sync to end today's podcast.
The podcast ended with an 8-minute standing ovation.
Surely you can loop this. We don't have to actually do this for 8 minutes, do we?
That's a terrible end to a podcast. Thank you very much, everyone.
Good night. Bye. Afternoon.